webinar series has seen today's day, where we can see the higher education university leaders across India present here, along with the policymakers and the experts, to realize the vision of taking the vision of river rejuvenation and water management to the ground level, to the minds of youth, not only by doing a webinar series, but signing of agreement. And that's how this event has been conceived and been organized today. It's called Universities Connect, Igniting Young Minds, Rejuvenating Rivers. This webinar series was started by Namami Ganga in association with APEC News Network. It was running for 1.5 years. Every month there is to be uh, leaders from the higher education universities who are part of the webinar. They is to share their point of view along with the Namami Ganga vision for river rejuvenation and how youth of the country can come together. They can make a mark in their own respect to make a difference in the ground level. That's what I'm saying. The vision of starting this webinar series was bringing all together. Discussion can happen. What are the challenges? What are the opportunities? But the time has come to take the next step forward, and that's why today's event has been organized, where we are going to see MOU signing between the universities and the government, where that MOU signing will mark the beginning of doing things on ground, which started as a webinar series. On this note, I'd like to welcome all of you once again at Universities Connect, a special event. The theme of this session is taking a step forward to create awareness in the youth on river rejuvenation and water management. Universities Connect, igniting young minds and rejuvenating rivers. And for that, we have special guests from the government, from the university ecosystem. I'm told we have today with us 50 plus universities here present today across India. So that brings for a huge round of applause, actually. 50 plus universities, government, experts all coming together with one motto: to make a difference on ground, to make river rejuvenation mantra a success, not only through webinar campaign, but taking the message to the ground level where youth, schools, higher education institutions, civil society all can come together to make a difference. On this note, I would like to invite Sri G. Ashok Kumar, Director General, National Mission for Clean Ganga, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, to come on stage, please. A huge round of applause for him. I would also like to invite Ms. Archana Verma, Additional Secretary and Mission Director, National Water Mission, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, to come on stage, please. A huge round of applause. I would also like to invite Dr. T.G. Sitaram, Chairman, All India Council of Technical Education, AICTE. Welcome you, sir. And we will be joined by the Honorable Minister sometime from now. And I've been told that we have been joined by a special guest from the United States of America, will be part of the inaugural session virtually. Her name is Yoon-hee Jung, founder and president of IVECA International Virtual Schooling, New York, USA. But before we start the event, I request Sangamita Mohanty from APEC News Network to come on stage and hand over bouquet to our esteemed guest. Mr. G. Ashok Kumar, a huge round of applause for him. To Archana Verma ji, to Dr. T.G. Sitaram and Archana Verma, yes. To Dr. T.G. Sitaram, Chairman, AICTE. I would also like to request all the eminent speakers to officially inaugurate this session by lighting of the lamp. If you can all join us for the lighting of the lamp, please.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणं आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिः परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Can we have a huge round of applause for this special occasion, special event to mark the beginning of doing things on ground? I'll take all of your perspective, but before that, can we have on screen the Ganga anthem prepared by Namami Gange?
भगवती तव तीरे वीरभद्रशनोऽहम् भगवती तव तीरे वीरभद्रशनोऽहम् विगतविषयतृष्णा कृष्णमाराधयामि विगतविषयतृष्णा कृष्णमाराधयामि सकलकलुषभङ्गे स्वर्गसोपानसङ्गे सकलकलुषभङ्गे स्वर्गसोपानसङ्गे धरणतरतरङ्गे देवी गंगे प्रसीद 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 नमामि गंगे नमामि गंगे नमामि गंगे स्वर्ग की परछाइयाँ दिखती तेरे आंचल तले माँ तेरी हर बूंद में बहती हुई ममता मिले तू हथेली तन पे तेरे मन को भी निर्मल करे जिस तरह को तू छुए जीवन से उसको सींच दे लेके आया है कोई बस पाप तुझको सौंपने फिर भी तू बहती चले सबको लगा करके गले स्वाद अमृत का तुझे ही चूम कर जाना प्रसीदा 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 नमामि गंगे नमामि गंगे नमामि गंगे नमामि जो तेरा खाना तेरे आंसू की धारा कैसे मैं देखो संतान हूँ माना है तुझे माँ ये धर्म है मेरा मैं तुझे तेरा वो सम्मान दूँ
I think the video says it all. So let's hear from the man, Suji Ashok Kumar, Director General, National Mission for Clean Ganga, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India. He'll be speaking detail later, but let's have a perspective from him because he's the man who envisioned this webinar series. And today we are here of the signing of the MU between Namami Ganga and universities. I request Suji Ashok Kumar to say a few words and save the most of the part for the later part of the day. Over to you, sir. Huge applause.
Good afternoon, everybody. You'll have to bear with me the second time I'm speaking because this is just for an introduction. My esteemed colleague Archana is here, who is running the campaign which we started long back, the Casher In, and the chairman of ACTs is also here, and luminaries of the field of education, vice chancellors, chancellors of universities. It's a great day today because we had dreamt of a situation where we thought we'll get all the universities on a platform to talk about water, and we could realize it today. That's one, I feel is a great achievement, even though we had been interacting with many of you earlier as MD of the National Water Mission. Many of you had attended the video conference webinars, and as also DG Namami Genge had actually interacted with you in the Igniting Mind program also. So we thought it's time we expand the scope of the program and involve the next generation in one of the most important aspect of their future, that's the water. Water is one thing which is taken for granted, and I would not say has no value, but it's priceless, but has no price attached to it as of now. And hence, it is treated probably not with the respect it deserves. So the campaign which we had been running for the last 3-4 years, now Archana is running that, was actually to get more respect for water. And we started the Jal Shakti Abhiyan, Catch the Rain, a very novel, innovative way of telling people to conserve rainwater. And that simple solution, that simple mantra of catch the rain where it falls, when it falls, was picked up by the Honorable Prime Minister himself. And when he launched the Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain campaign in 2021, almost 47 million structures were built all over the 4.7 million structures were built in the country. And some tremendous amount of energy was released in a decentralized way. So continuing with that, the Namami Ganga program, which we were doing, also had picked up pace in the last couple of years. I'm very happy to inform you that the UN had recognized Namami Ganga as one of the top 10 flagship programs of the world in 2022. It is a very rare, privileged moment for us, for India, because a program which was considered impossible, people all considered it is impossible to clean Ganga. And many of you shared a view at that time also, that from 85 onwards, things were going on to clean Ganga, but things were not shaping up well. But in the last couple of years, we could manage to get mainstem Ganga clean, and now we are focusing on the tributaries. So that has increased the biodiversity in the river. The number of dolphins have increased about 10 times, and that is why the UNEP and the FAO combined, after doing very thorough analysis of almost 170 eco-restoration programs of the world, decided to name Namami as one of the top 10 flagship programs of the world. And that has really made a boost of the image. And we were invited to the UN Water Conference in 2023, held in UN headquarters after a gap of almost 46 years. The last worldwide conference on water at the UN headquarters was held in 1997, and then it happened in 2023, March 22nd, where Namami Ganga was the only Indian invited speaker for a side event, and we could handle that. So we thought we timed that the whole water movement should be made as a people's movement. We have to make Jan Bhagidari in that. Our PM keeps on stressing on that. So I'll come to all these things later in my speech when the Honorable Minister comes, because he is an expert on this and a very good communicator, would speak a lot on how people's participation is important and how we were really treated with a lot of respect in the World Conference. When we were there in New York last month, it was like a scramble for getting India into their events. So then finally they had to designate me as a vice minister to get the protocol, because in UN you have these protocol issues. You know, a minister can call you to a minister. So they found that we had too many people calling us India to go in their meeting. So I was designated as vice minister. So minister was there, I was minister. We were running from one event to another because of the tremendous work India has done in the last couple of years. Two important events stand out. One is the Swachh Bharat mission, where we built about 115 million toilets, and then the Jal Jeevan mission and the Namami Ganga program. So these three things, it covers various aspects of river. One is the drinking water SDG issue, one is on river conservation, and one is on sanitation. Three major issues of the world were addressed by India in a very focused manner and very successfully. And that's why India as a country and as a leading nation was being called up to come in all the side events, and we had to present there. So Minister would elaborate on that. So there we also met university wing, which will have a participation from there. IVAC, the virtual university network tha wahan pe. So she will also join us in some time. So they wanted that a worldwide network of universities be built. So they were looking at partners from India, and I volunteered and said that yes, we have the best universities coming up in the world, the best talent pool in the country. All we need is to have a good international exposure, and our youngsters will take off. They have proved themselves in the field of IT and many other fields. And it's only time that India and India's universities will become world-class. And now the other world universities are coming here. So they wanted to have a connect with the Indian universities. I thought this is the best opportunity to bring in the best universities in the country to a platform. And from this, our partnership will grow. And I'm happy that AICTE chairman is also here, because we need technological solutions, we need data management, we need social skills, because water is not just engineering and concrete and pipes. There's a lot more attached to it, because Jal hi Jeevan hai. So every aspect of every living being, whether it's a microorganism to a lion, to a buffalo, to a man, to a bird, everybody has plants. Everybody has very close connection with water, and that is why we require various aspects of science, social sciences, as well as technology, as well as engineering, to be part of the solution for water. And as Prime Minister keeps on repeating, we wanted to make it as a Jan Andolan. Jan Andolan means we should get the people involved in this program, and hence we thought the best way to get people involved is through the students, university students, and you are the leaders, you are the people the students listen to. That's why today we signed the MOU here, and from which today onwards, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Namami Ganga, and National Water Mission, and all the associated groups of the Ministry of Jal Shakti would be joining hands together to create a platform for people to innovate, people to communicate, people to exchange ideas, people to share their ideas, their vision, their thoughts, their innovations in water in all fields. So this is the basic idea of this program. So the second part of my speech will come later on. Thank you. I was only filling in time.
Thank you so much, G. Ashok Kumar, for sharing your thoughts and vision with us. Uh, uh, can we have a short video by Nat Geo, which is made for Namami Ganga on screen, please? Can we have that video, please, on screen?
This is the Ganga, one of the mightiest rivers in the world, flowing over 2,500 kilometers across the heart of India. Born from the pristine snows high in the Himalaya, the Ganga nourishes one of the most densely populated regions in the world, nurturing life in its fertile waters and providing livelihoods to millions. For Indians, the Ganga is more than a river. And for the last decade, rejuvenating the Ganga basin has become one of the most important and crucial missions for India.
A huge round of applause for Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat Ji, Honorable Minister of Jal Shakti Government of India, the Chief Guest of Namami Ganga Universities Connect. Can you have a huge round of applause for the Honorable Minister, please? Yes. We're glad that Honorable Minister is with us, and today we have the I request Sri D.P. Mathuria, Executive Director, NMCG, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, to welcome Honorable Minister with on behalf of APEC News Network, we also want to welcome Honorable Minister. Can we have the book? I request Sangamitra Mohanty, Gopi Arora to join us to welcome Honorable Minister on stage. As I was saying in the beginning that today marks a special day because what started as a webinar series 1.5 years back, today we are seeing that day when the MOU are being signed between the NMCG and the leading universities across India. Sir, Honorable Minister, sir, we have representation of 50+ universities today here across India, and some of the university leaders are also joining us virtually, not from various parts of India, but from other countries as well. We have a special guest with us who's joining here today, Yoon Hee Jung, founder and president of IVECA International Virtual Schooling, New York, USA. She's joining us from USA. So can we have a speech on screen, please?
Hello, my name is Yoon Hee Jung, president of IVECA International Virtual Schooling. It is my great honor to speak in front of distinguished audience from prestigious universities throughout the whole nation in India. And I also thank you so much, Mr. Ashok Kumar, for inviting me to this important event. I would like to share our project that was shared from UN Water Conference side event, and I extended the presentation for this event, NMCG-Universities Connect. First of all, I'd like to share the issues we are having in relation to water. So before, We have history of living with water. Water has been our life. So there's so much water and rivers around the world. And without water, as you know, we couldn't really stay healthy and have our life. But at some point, the river and then ocean has been polluted in this way. Where this all the trash came from? It's from us. The way we live make this whole trash gathered in the river. So what we are going to do with this? So there are some solutions people have been working on to tackle this water pollution, the wastes in the water and river. Some people, NGO, they go to the problematic area and then in person, they work with local people to collect those waste. There are other innovative organizations called the Ocean Cleanup. This is also NGO, non-governmental organization, invented innovative technology to collect those trashes and garbages from the river in a broader scale. So those organizations are trying to clean our water, river, and ocean. But the serious problem once we collected this waste is about plastic waste. Why it's important? Because it does not disappearing for centuries and centuries. So how we try to tackle this plastic waste? There are 3 ways to tackle: recycling. If not, cannot be recycled, and it goes to the landfills or incinerated. And we try to extract oil out of the plastic that we call pyrolysis oil. But actually, after 10%, less than 10% being recycled, all those remainder, over 90% of this plastic waste, is just piling up. When we incinerate, it produces another toxic gas and carbon dioxide emission. In pyrolysis oil, you wanted to use it as a fuel, but it also has a problem. So currently, the oil is not so usable. You have to refine it. So expensive process. It also produces carbon emissions. So actually, this pyrolysis oil has not been used well because of the cost and also carbon dioxide emission. But we found out technology company, private sector, who develop technology, the oil doesn't need to be refined. And then it doesn't produce much toxic gas because of the technology. So it's cost effective and reduce the toxic gas, dioxin, and carbon emissions. So they did a measurement, and it even shows very lower amount of gas is producing during the process, even lower than just basic standard their own nation allow. And then we also found another company called Doha Engineering. This company is very specified to use this innovative technology and engineering and science devices to build sustainable city, eco-friendly sustainable city. Because if we have just technology, it's not gonna be really usable. So this company built city out of this whole technology. And after we learn about this whole private sector and NGOs and civil society, we were very happy. Wow, there is solution. There are solutions, but how we can make it impactful greatly. So here is an answer. Multi-stakeholder partnership, all those private sectors and NGOs, what they are saying is we have to work together. And also their challenges are the local people need to be trained and educated to reduce this plastic waste, also go through this refining process, recycling process, and also implement this technology and engineering into city building. So these partners, it also include government. Government has to provide system to build this sustainable city using innovative technology, and how we are going to really educate the next generation to be able to implement this technology. That's education. They are very interested in sponsoring, supporting this educational initiative. So here is our program, Global Citizenship Education for Clean Earth. The whole goal is to build our young generation, to build knowledge, skills, attitude, and awareness for environment. And it is to foster local and global impact of global citizenship education. Education is not just in the classroom. We want to actually help empower students to make impact while they are learning. How we do it? We put university students together, we connect them from different countries. So currently we have the initiative, 2-3 US teams, university teams, partner with the 2-3 teams from Korea and India. Today, I really want to have 1 or 2 Indian university to join this project immediately. And we're going to furthermore expand as well. The project period will be from April to middle of June, and then July or September, they're going to be invited to the United Nations to speak their outcome, present their solutions and suggestions, how they can integrate those innovative technology to tackle their plastic waste issues in the water. They can come up with their own solutions, or they can work with our partners who can provide the solution and doing feasibility studies. The content will be intercultural, interdisciplinary, and STEAM integrated curriculum to achieve sustainable development goal. This is a format, the Global Green Education Partnership, because we are going to work with the private sector, government, and civil society, and educators and from academia. So US team 1, and we partner with the Indian team 2. They share similar issue, and US team 3 and team 4 from Korea, they also have similar issue, but maybe the cause and impact and solution and approach, feasibility may be different based on their background. So we are going to let them work on their local issue and try to communicate, collaborate to make the global impact. So the way they can communicate and collaborate is through the virtual platform, and then also live meeting through the video conferencing. They share the idea together, and then mentors can join from the private sector and experts in environmental studies to provide guidance for them. And the curriculum is designed in a way that each university has their own syllabus on environmental issues or international development program. And we try to find common areas to rebuild the activity to be able to foster their all this dimension, knowledge, skill, attitude, awareness together toward making greener earth, as we call IVECA Global Citizenship Education for Greener Earth. But this is curriculum model. So eventually what students are going to go through is to identify problem, local problem, and what are the causes and impact of the problems, and what could be the solution they could suggest or implement from existing ones, and what action they will take. What could be the feasibility of implementing new technology or building sustainable city, and based on their suggestion and solution, how it's going to be really making impact, how much of impact. So they do evaluation on their suggestion. In the meantime, students will communicate and collaborate locally with their team members, as well as globally with their partner universities in different countries. We are going to guide them to use creativity and critical thinking, also based on understanding and respect the locally specific cultural aspect, to understand the problem better and to suggest solutions more effectively. But all these things can be done based on compassion for humanity. They care about others in society and have a strong sense of responsibility, so that they work together to make our Earth, our whole global society to be better, to live together. That's our ending goal. So if any of you interested in bringing your own students to this project, please go to this website and or scan this code. Then it will bring you to survey form so that you can share your contact information that we can follow up with you to make the multi-stakeholder partnership, government, universities, and also other stakeholders like a foundation or NGOs, and all academia can join
to work together. One professor and 5 to 10 university students who are studying environmental studies or international development or cooperation or science and engineering course, they can join. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Yoon-hee Chang, founder and president of IVCA International Virtual Schooling from New York, USA. If I take a crux of what she has said, that multi-stakeholder partnership is important. There's a need of the hour to make a change and be a change agent. And I think today also mark that day where we are talking about multi-stakeholder partnerships between government, school, colleges, and universities. We can all come together and do our bit to make India water efficient, and we can use water much more efficiently. We can rejuvenate rivers, we can revive water bodies, and we can make a future better for coming generations. Thank you so much, Yoon-hee, for joining us from New York. Now I request Dr. T.G. Sitaram, Chairman, All India Council of Technical Education, to share his perspective. A huge round of applause for him, please.
Namaskar. Very good morning to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji, Honorable Minister for Jal Shakti, Government of India. Dr. Ashok Kumar ji, Secretary, and Ms. Archana Verma, IAS Additional Secretary, Mission Director, and all the distinguished people, particularly the Vice Chancellors of universities, and majority of them are technical education institutions here. I'm very happy to see all of you on Namami Ganga Universities Connect. It's an excellent initiative. Let me congratulate Sri G. Ashok Kumar, Director General, National Mission for Clean Ganga, Minister of Jal Shakti, coming with this idea of University Connect, and inviting all of you. More importantly, I'm very happy to see very, very distinguished vice chancellors and heads of the institution are here today. That clearly shows how much you are interested in this topic. It's a very, very important topic, friends. It is not only Ganga. Ganga is our Ma Ganga, and it is a lifeline of entire the Indo-Gangetic belt. In addition to that, the topic that they have raised is igniting young minds, rejuvenating rivers. So this is a very, intriguing thought and very interesting thought. A lot of work is happening in India. I think we don't need to look at anywhere in the world. We have solutions within ourselves. And many agencies and institutions are working together on this particular problem. And friends, you all know that this is an excellent event. We have come together. But what is very important to know is some statistics of water. I think Ashok Kumar ji has put it up all, and also Minister is also here. Friends, India is not running out of water. Actually, in fact, water is running out of India. It's a punchline. Please note this. India is not running out of water. Water is running out of India. Just to substantiate this, whatever rainfall we get, we are a rainfall-rich country. Not like Saudi Arabia or Israel. We don't need to look at them as our solutions, because we are having average annual rainfall has never gone down less than 1,000 millimeters. You please look at 200 years of data. I have looked at recently 200 years of data of Central Water Commission only. And never ever we have gone down less than 1,000 millimeter. Last 3-4 years, you have actually excess water. You have seen floods everywhere. But earlier to that, we have seen Bangalore is running out of water and Chennai is running out of water. We have heard several stories in the news media. But I always told them, India is not running out of water. What we are running short is actually no shortage of water in India. In fact, there is a shortage of storage. After saying that, have we not done enough? Actually, India is one of the country which is building large dams, one of the largest number of dams which we have built. Just for I know you are very, very distinguished audiences here. We have built close to about 6,000 large dams in the country. And still, I think only country we are still building dams is, we are the only one. And majority of them in the northeastern part of India. Okay. And very interesting to tell you, when we got independence, we had only 300 large dams. Large dam definition is also Water Commission, Central Water Commission, and also Large Dam Commission gives you which dam stores 1 million metric cube of water, or a dam which is 15 meters or taller, or a dam which is very unique, with an arch dam like Bakranangal, are called as large dams. Such large dams, can you imagine, we have built close to 6,000 in India. After independence, only 5,500 and odd. What is the amount of water we are storing there? Average about 8 to 10% of water what we receive on our land is only stored in these large dams. So rest of the water, where it is going, maybe another 8% into the ground, into crevices, and the rest is joining the ocean. That's why I always say India is not running out of water. In fact, water is running out of India. So what we need to do? We need to store this water. We need to increase the storage. Storage is not in terms of large dams, because we have now learned. That is why Honorable Prime Minister keeps on talking about Amrut Sarovars, creation of Amrut Sarovar, and catch the rain where it falls is a big campaign Ministry of Jal Shakti is doing. I think we should give a big applaud and big compliments to the entire Jal Shakti Ministry, where Honorable Minister is there. Done a fantastic job in this area. And that is where, sir, we assure you, sir, all technical institutions will join hands with you and support your initiative on these two activities of creation of Amrut Sarovars, catch the rain where it falls, and also river rejuvenation. And in fact, rainwater harvesting is majority of the work we are doing, sir. We are going to support that technically from all our institutions, and also our foot soldiers are our students. So they are going to also create the awareness among the rural population. Friends, I would like to conclude because I don't want to take much time, but if you want to be a 5 trillion economy, our 6 lakhs villages have to be self-sufficient in water, not just the drinking water. So we have to rejuvenate our tanks, keres, kattes, kuntes, whatever we call in our local languages, all that have to come back. And also, just to say, I don't know the equivalent word in Hindi, Neergantis ko wapas lana hai. The people who actually used to monitor the water resources in our villages have to be brought back, sir. Unless we bring them back to see how do we manage our water in our villages, we cannot be a 5 trillion economy. Water is a very important aspect in every aspect, whether it is semiconductors or drinking water, everywhere water is very essential, the nation. So I would not take much time. Complete support of All India Council for Technical Education would be there. We had taken a campaign, sir, to map all these water bodies in the country, and excellent work jointly with Jal Shakti has been done by our team and put down on the platform with the geotagging and with the geo-referenced mapping. So I think such activities can continue and make awareness about this water bodies in our country. We have enough water, we need to store them and keep them clean. With these few words, thank you very much for inviting me and allowing me to share my thoughts with a very distinguished audience who have assembled here. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Dr. T.G. Sitaram, Chairman, AICTE. A very interesting take. Make our villages water sustainably efficient. You can take India's economy to $5 trillion. And also very interesting points you have said. We all learned from you. Thank you so much, Dr. T.G. Sitaram, for your words of wisdom. As this event is all about collaboration between government and universities, we have eminent leaders from higher education institutions here present today. We'll shortly take their perspective, maybe some of them. If I may request Dr. Madhu Chitkara, Pro-Chancellor of Chitkara University, to say a few words. Ma'am, I request within 2 to 3 minutes. A big round of applause for her, please.
For a teacher to say 2-3 minutes is very less a time. Respected all the guests on the dais and off the dais, I will not take much of a time, but I think this is a great platform where APAC, I must appreciate Soviet's initiative that all the universities are here, and on behalf of all the university, I take this pledge that we are with the government, and this is the platform where first time we got this opportunity to be part of the government initiatives, and they have shown faith in us, and I think rest assured that we are with them, and we are trying to do something. And just for the information of all the guests sitting here, AICT chairman has said that they have got many initiatives which they are doing with the technical universities and the colleges, because this is a regulatory body. And when all the stakeholders will be together, it is government, it is the private universities, it is the industry also. So I was just talking to ma'am, Archana ma'am, that when industry also comes with the academia, I think it is a win-win for the government. And when the government is talking to the educational institutes, I think we should call the industry also at the one common platform where they can also connect to the academia to give a good solutions about this water problems. Or I think that is not a problem for us, but it is becomes a mandate for all of us to work on it. And when Ashok sir was talking about that, the government is doing very great in SDGs achievement, and it is 2030 target. So I think we have done so much from the government side. And SDG 17 goals, I think everybody in all the universities, we are working on those goals, and we have achieved some of the goals in some of the universities. And I think that will be a great initiative, sir. Rest assured that whenever you have any of the agenda with you, please, we have all the universities and the colleges have the Department of Research. So when they work in the research, and there are many researchers with them, so you have a people and those hands are with you. So whenever you need any research, any type of technology required, I think all the universities, we all take the pledge to be with you. And it is a good initiative, sir. First time we all got this opportunity to have a MOU with government, and ministers were sitting here. So I think we all should give a great round of applause for this initiative. On behalf of all the universities, sir, this is a great initiative. And EPIC, I think that is a great initiative from your side also. Thank you very much, Mitra ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Madhu Chitkara. Now I request Kumar Shekhar Vijendra, co-founder and chancellor of Soviet University, to share his perspective. A huge round of applause for him, please.
नमस्कार। आज का दिन एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण दिन है जब जल की शक्ति का एहसास हम सब विश्वविद्यालयों को होने वाला है। हमारे बीच ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर शेखावत जी हैं। आई एम थैंकफुल टू डीजी नमामि गंगे श्री जी अशोक, ईडी नमामि गंगे who had been instrumental in many things, Mathuria ji, Madam Archana Verma ji, who is Additional Secretary and National Water Mission MD, Chairman AICT, and my colleagues from the industry. 1.5 years back when this initiative started, it started by EPIC News Network with wonderful webinars. And that was the time when webinars were happening a lot. we all were thinking one more webinar. But when they said we want to connect Ganga with common men, we want to connect Namami Ganga mission with universities, then the meaning and importance of that particular webinar is started. And I must congratulate everybody, especially Ashok sir, that in 18 months from a webinar to action plan, this is what India needs. This is what Honorable Prime Minister talks about: scale, speed, and show. All three are here. So my congratulations to everybody. I remember that in the very first webinar when I was invited, I said, गंगा को यदि गंगा सागर तक गंगोत्री से कोई कनेक्ट कर सकता है तो वो कर सकते हैं हमारे शिक्षण संस्थान। 1100 विश्वविद्यालय, 50,000 हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन, लाखों स्कूल गंगा के किनारे पर हैं। हर जगह कहीं ना कहीं गंगा के साथ, चाहे वो बीएचयू है, चाहे वो हरिद्वार में इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, चाहे वो मेरठ में शोभित है या कोलकाता में यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, कहीं ना कहीं गंगा के साथ जुड़े हैं। और यदि हम यूनिवर्सिटीज को गंगा के साथ जोड़ दें, यूथ को गंगा के साथ जोड़ दें, तो बदलाव आ जाएगा। और आज तो वैसे भी अमृत काल चल रहा है, सारा विश्व निकल चुका है, मंथन हो चुका है। आने वाले 25 साल इसी अमृत को हमें ले जाना है और गंगा को, नमामि गंगे हम कहते हैं, गंगा को जहाँ नमन करते हैं, उसे गंगा को अमृत में बनाने के लिए हम सब विश्वविद्यालय इसमें आपके साथ हैं। हायर एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशंस आर टुगेदर विद यू। And one more thing which is very important, and I am sure that in this University Connect, we all will be doing, that Honorable Prime Minister said that Ganga is not only a spiritual matter. It is concerned with the economy also of 40% of the population, directly, indirectly. And this is what we have to do. This is what universities will be doing. At Shobhit University, we have planned, and I will give a copy to Ashok ji and Honorable Minister also, My Ganga, My Life, a certificate program to create awareness among the youth about the importance of Ganga in all perspectives, right from spirituality to economical to research. And in all these perspectives, Shobhit University is there, all the universities are there, and I am sure that this initiative will bring the most needed change and impact will come, and Ganga will become what it has to be, what it had been, Ma Ganga for always. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kumar Shekhar Vijayendra ji, co-founder and chancellor, Shobhit University. And now we have a special guest with us. May I request Ms. Archana Verma, Additional Secretary and Mission Director, National Water Mission, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Government of India, to give a special address. National Water Mission is also doing a lot of things in the water sector, and I'm thinking her vision, which will be shared today, will be of utmost importance to make a difference. Over to you, ma'am. A huge round of applause for her, please.
Honorable Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat sir, Chairman AICT Dr. T. Sitaran, my very beloved MD Namami Ganga Ashok sir, and all the heads and vice chancellors of more than 50 universities who've gathered here. At the outset, let me congratulate you on the humongous task that you have before you of igniting the young minds. Because I feel my daughter's mind is always ignited. She is so inflamed all the time. She thinks we are lame. So it's a huge challenge to ignite the young minds. I remember when I brushed my teeth and left the tap open, it was my daughter who used to scold me. And there's so many things. She's gone in for slow fashion. She says, Mom, you have to recycle your clothes. So there's so many things in which their mind is already ignited. And so it will just require a little push from you, or maybe we can learn a lot from their ignited minds. So I guess we should not think of it as a one-way process where you'll be doing the teaching and they'll be doing the learning. Because this generation, millennials, are very different. They know a lot. and we can learn from them. But the foremost thing that we need to know about water, and that's why I'm going to talk a little about statistics, is that water is a precious gift of nature, but it is a limited resource. You know, being in India, as we saw in the movie, we always think that water is there in India. We have a very reverential, and also a very close connect with water. Their folklores, music, dances, which have, I come from Assam, and there is so many songs on water. So we've had a very non-economic relation with water, and that is how we perceive water. We don't perceive water as an economic good, which is to be paid. So, you know, there are certain things about water which when we're igniting the young minds, we should not just say, you know, respect water, save water, have reverence for water. We should, because they are very intelligent creatures. I mean, every day I learn so much from my daughter, is that you should also tell them that 3 out of 4 jobs in the world is related to water, a water intensive industry. 150 crores of job across the globe is based on water. So if water becomes scarce, there will be unemployment, there will be problem in development. So, you know, those are the things also which need to be uh, dialogued with them, that is why water is important. And when water is a precious gift of nature, but when it enters your household, you know, there's a huge logistic which is involved in taking water away from the rivers and bringing it to your house in the functional tap. So then it's an economic good, and they all know that economic goods, they understand, is precious. And so they should also value water. So those were the opening remarks. I don't know how much time I have, but you know, it was in 2011 that the National Water Mission was formed, and the Jal Shakti Abhiyan under the honorable leadership of Sir was launched in 2019. It was the, all of you may be knowing that it was because of a Man Ki Baat conversation. So, you know, baat se baat jab nikalti hai to kitni dur tak jati hai, in which PM Modi said that पानी का संचय होना चाहिए and जन आंदोलन से जल आंदोलन होना चाहिए. And just that statement led to the, under his visionary leadership, answers led to the inaugural of the Jal Shakti Abhiyan, which later became Jal Shakti Abhiyan Catch the Rain, which is under the National Water Mission, and which Ashok sir has taken to great heights. And so I'm always competing with him to take it to even greater heights than him, which is very, very difficult. So there are 5 goals of the National Water Mission. And I'm sorry to say, one must also think beyond Ganga. I mean, there's too much of Ganga. Ganga is only one of the 20 river basins that we have. So there are 5 goals. The first goal is water data in public, and mitigating the adverse impact of the climate change. Second goal is partnership, which we are doing with you. Third is vulnerable areas focus. Fourth is increasing water use efficiency by 20%. And fifth is integrated river basin management. So these are the 5 goals of National Water Mission. And Jal Shakti Abhiyan, which is partnership based on community ownership and partnership of catching the rain and, making rainwater harvesting structures with people in the forefront. Because as Honorable PM has his 5 Ps on water, one of them is partnership. So with people, without you, we are nothing. Water has to become everybody's business. Government has its limitation, and we are honest enough to admit that. Because if you go on wasting water, how much can government, go on saving water? So, and to for water to become everybody's business, you have to catch them young. And as I was discussing with Dr. Chitkara, that in the West, we have this beautiful partnership of academia, industry, and government. And that kind of silo breaking we have to do in water. Because when I was rehearsing on this work, on this theme of water and jobs, where I was called for a water talk, I just found out there's so little literature on water and jobs. There's so little institutes of excellence in water. There's so little knowledge to young minds that water can be a potential employer. That you can have your startups in water. You can do business in water. There can be courses on water utility management, water saving. There can be so many courses in which you don't only catch the rain and save the water. Please go beyond the rain. Think of setting center of excellences. We need water auditors. We don't have great institutes. I mean, we have a few, but we don't have institutes of excellence where we need to train people to become water domain experts. I mean, I think Pune is one institute which I can recall. There's grey water recycling. I mean, the area and the potential is huge. So that is where you all can partnership either with the industry, open your own institutes, have water centers of excellence, ensure that like grey water management, technologies in water, in plumbing, Dr. Chitkara was saying that they have a center. Plumbing is not what we thought ki ek plumber aa gaya aur fit kar diya. I mean, it has grown exponentially. So, there's so many job opportunities. So when you're igniting the young minds, also, in your universities, have water centers of excellence so that we can also partner. We need water auditors. We don't know what the industries are doing with the, water. It is all based on whatever they are saying. We don't have water auditors. So we, at the lower level also, the main problems that most of our water structures face is O&M, either at the field level or even at engineering levels. The technical expertise, which should, our engineers are still very, I'm speaking from experiences, I'm from Assam cadre, they're still very contractor oriented. When you say, ki, why is this, ye to contractor ka kaam hai? They don't have that kind of vision nor the expertise to go in for or to accept new technologies. So at least when you're catching them, not just rejuvenating the rivers, also catch them to inculcate in them that water is a great growth center. It's the next, future of the country on which the development will depend, which our Honorable Prime Minister has also said that when we are making the vision of 2047, water will be a very important dimension. So I guess with that, I would like to extend a big thanks to Ashok sir and APAC for giving me this opportunity to share my ideas with you, and I hope within time. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Archana Verma, for sharing with us your thoughts and a very pragmatic approach. A lot of things being done and a lot of things to be done. I think that was the crux of our statement, vision. And I think India is one of the few countries in the world where not only literatures, films have been made based on the name of rivers, River Ganga. You have heard the name of film called Bridge on the River Kwai, but you have never heard a film called River Kwai. That's the importance of rivers in a country like India, where in multiple languages there are films, literature, culture, everything is interrelated with each other. And that's the importance of country like India. There's the importance of country like India's rivers, and that is why it is important to rejuvenate and save our water for the future generation. Thank you so much. Quickly, we'll take two perspectives from two more universities, and then I'll request others to speak. I request Sri B.S. Yadav, Chancellor, IAS University Bhopal, to come on stage and share his vision about this program.
Honorable Sri Gajan Singh Shekhawat ji, Honorable Minister for Jal Shakti, Honorable Ashok Kumar ji, respected TG Sitaraman ji and Madam Verma ji, all the renowned educationists from the entire country. I am highly thankful to Ministry of Jal Shakti to involving this entire education sector to be part of this important summit, igniting mind, rejuvenating rivers. Looking at time paucity, I just wanted to request the organizer and the ministry. This AICT is running so many programs under the great leadership of our Prime Minister. We can, sir, apart from this today's MU, we can make this more active. We can introduce this one a dashboard where you can centrally call that all activity in terms of research, in terms of awareness, and all other parameters. So I think this AICT can, our Honorable Chairman and leader, Dr. T.G. Sitaraman ji is also here. You can request AICT and we will be happy to part of this initiative, because Ganga is not only lifeline, as Kumar Shekhar Sarji mentioned, this 40% of our country population is dependent. This prosperity of that population is dependent on Ganga. So we will be happy to be part of this great initiative. And this event and this association of MOU can be monitored and can be executed properly. Thank you so much for inviting me on this occasion. Thank you.
Thank you so much. May I request Mr. Sudhakar Rao from ICFI Group to come on stage and share his vision about this initiative. Quickly, sir. Yeah.
A very good afternoon to everyone. Ashok sir, Archana ma'am, Minister Saab, and also Dr. Sitaram. Today, it was not possible to bring all our universities for this signing ceremony. We have requested two of our universities, ICFI University, Dehradun, our Vice Chancellor is here, and our Honorable Registrar from the ICFI Foundation for Higher Education, which is our deemed university based at Hyderabad. We were thinking just 48 hours before that all our 11 universities should sign the MOUs here, and all our 9 business schools, all our 7 tech schools, all our 8 law schools, everyone should sign MOUs, and we should go beyond signing symbolism into actually implementing the spirit of this amazing program that you have put together, sir. And I congratulate you, and on behalf of entire ICFI group, we are very happy to be here, and we are honored to have been invited by you in collaboration with the APAC team for this amazing invitation that is extended to us. I just want to close with one important observation. I was just thinking all the while, and even now, ma'am, triggered by what you have spoken, river is an embodiment of an institution. This is river and this is institution. River in its journey, sometimes it gushes, it's angry, it's torrential, it's amazing. Sometimes silently it teaches us. But on its way, it takes several turns and twists and smoothens the rough edges, so on and so forth. Similarly, institutions also, they carry on their journey by taking several turns and twists, but stays on course of educating people, being the source of knowledge. And on one hand, rivers are conserving biodiversity and their economic and non-economic benefits. So do institutions have. The intellectual capital that they build, the social capital, emotional capital, and economic capital that the institutions bring. I think learning and the connect is the most important significance that we have today. And therefore, I'm once again happy to be here for this. And on behalf of the entire group, our society, president and chairperson, and our founder, we thank all of you for this invitation. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sudhakar Rao. With this, I would like to invite Sri G. Ashok Kumar, Director General, National Mission for Clean Ganga, for his keynote address. Over to you, sir.
Respected Minister for Jal Shakti, Sri Rejuvenating Shekhawat ji, Chairman, All India Technical Council of Education, Dr. Sitaram ji, my close friend and colleague, Archana ji, and all the distinguished professors, the registrars, vice chancellors, institutional heads. So I began my phase 2 of my talk. So I will not take much time because Honorable Minister is probably the biggest ambassador of water. He communicates very well the concepts of water and right from the history of the water, tradition of water in India to the modern system. And he was one of the most sought after speaker, as I said, in the UN Water Conference. So I leave much speaking to sir. I'll take only a couple of minutes to communicate you 1 or 2 points. There is no need to talk about the importance of water because all of you are aware of the importance of water. But what we are looking today from all of you and from what we try to achieve from today's mission is to spread the net far and wide to catch as many ambassadors as possible. And where can you get more willing captive audiences than the university and schools, because it is for their future which we are talking today. We have enjoyed the water which was left to us by our ancestors. But unfortunately, we spoiled most of the water. We have polluted them. We have polluted the rivers. We have polluted the aquifers. And we were on the verge of handing over a dirty world to the youngsters. Till our Prime Minister came in 2014, we said that let us start building toilets because water pollution and sanitations are very closely connected. So when we started building toilets and achieved the unachievable target of building toilets, it actually opened up a way of a gate for better quality of water. And then we started the Jal Jeevan mission, where we were planning, we are targeting to give functional tap hole connections to the households. So these 2 important activities of the government, present government, primarily focused on water, has really made a lot of difference and made a big impact on the water sector in India. A sector which was not considered very big at that time, but now has gained significant importance. And Honorable Prime Minister keeps on talking about the importance of water as a resource for achieving the $5 trillion economy, as well as keeping the water safe and good for the next generation. So the next generation, which would be the most affected by the absence of good water or lack of good water, they are the one to be informed. They are the one, their minds are to be ignited. So our aim is today is to पानी में आग लगाने की बात है, मतलब igniting the minds of people so that the youngsters who are presently, as Archana was telling, demanding much more than we were there. We used to always listen to the parents and never used to talk back to them. And probably now we'll have to take permission to talk back to the students, the children. Oh, hale. They are very conscious, as Archana was telling, about various things. And the thrust we get from the political bosses, the minister and the prime minister, on making Jal Andolan a Jan Andolan is the biggest push for this program here. And definitely what we are looking at is Gyan Bhagidari. We were talking about Jal Bhagidari because you are the people receptacle of information, you are receptacle of data, you are the receptacle of all the young in the country. So you are the one who can really direct the children, because I always say that Jal Shakti, the word Jal Shakti is the power of water. And power of water is phenomenal. If it is trained and taken to the canals, it can irrigate and create crops for us to feed millions. And if it is let loose, तबाही करके, damage करके निकल, पूरा जितने भी इमारतें, पेड़, रास्ते में आते उसको तबाही करके निकल जा सकता है. So our youth is the same one. The youth Shakti is the same thing. If you are not training them in the right canals, if you're not putting them in the right path, there can be disasters. We talk about the demographic dividend which we have. So unless we train them in the right direction and give a right vision, the demographic dividend can turn into a big nightmare. So this is, you are the persons who are actually guiding them. Their steering is in your hands. So that's why we thought you should be partner to it. And that's why I congratulate all of you for such a overwhelming response for our call to come here and sign the MOU. The MOU signing is one part of it, but the implementation part is coming through. So we'll all stand by it under the leadership of the Honorable Ministry. We'll be, we have to take care of two things in water. Water is actually taken for granted. So that one part we have to tell the students that it cannot be taken for granted. We have to get back respect for water. So we always talk that respect of water was in our culture. But my question is respect of water in our culture now? Was our Puranas talks about it, our traditions speak about it, all our good activities start with water. We do the first puja is offered to the water. That's the old tradition. But is the tradition alive now? So the first and first factor I would say is that to get back for respect of water. And the second very important act is that make the people, make this movement as not a Sarkari movement, because this has to be a people's movement, Jan Andolan, and then only will it succeed. So my request to all of you is that through your influence of your students, kindly get us joined together in creating, as some of the points mentioned in the MOU. I hope many of you would have read the MOU. It says that collaborate on areas for the pursuit of academic excellence in the field of water quality and environmentally sustainable development through public outreach. Create enabling environment and framework for the provisions of Ardh Ganga. The Ardh Ganga is a term which we talk about Ganga. But I would like to clarify one point to Archana before I leave. When we talk of Ganga, there is only one Ganga, Holy River Ganga is there. But when we talk of Ganga here, we are not talking about that Ganga, we are talking about all the rivers in the country. So now Ganga is synonymous with all the rivers in the country, and rightly so the Minister has given us direction that whatever lesson you have learned in Namami Ganga program, we are actually implementing it for the other rivers also. So I also wear the other hat of leading the National Mission, National River Conservation Directorate. So what we learn in Namami Ganga, we try to implement it there. So don't worry about it. When we talk Namami Ganga, we are talking about all the rivers. The rivers in Hyderabad, Musi is also part of us. We talk about Periyar, we talk of Pamba, we talk of Tapi, we talk about Brahmaputra, all the rivers coming in. So Ganga is not one river. When we talk about the conservation and rejuvenation, we talk about all the rivers in the river country. So I leave the stage for the Honorable Minister to guide us further, because I can guarantee you it will be a very inspirational speech, because I have seen his speech many times, I heard his speech many times, and he has been very, very inspirational. So before the Minister's speech, probably the MOU has to be signed, because that's where we are joined. So I will ask the MC of the program to continue with that. But definitely, I hope that today we leave from here with a very positive mindset and with a vow to karke dikhane ka. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So without taking much time, I'd like to enter that session where the MOU signing will happen, sir. With your permission, then we'll have your chief guest address. So from NMCG, I would like to invite on stage Mr. Mathuria, Mr. Najib, Mr. Vinod, Ms. Divya and Mohitji to come on stage, because they'll be exchanging the MOUs with the concerned universities. So if you can, all five of you can come on stage, please. And once they're on stage, I'll start inviting leaders from the universities. And it has to be quick. So I'll start with Dr. Ashok Chitkara, Chancellor, Chitkara University. If you can come on stage, please. Dr. Madhu can also accompany him. Yes. So may I request Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Honorable Minister of Jal Shakti Government of India, to give his chief guest address. A huge round of applause for him, please.
मैं क्षमा चाहता हूं, मैंने थोड़ा प्रोग्राम में परिवर्तन करवाया आप लोगों की सुविधा के लिए। मुझे लगता था कि एक बार जो भाषणों का प्रवाह चल रहा है वो निरंतर होकर पूरा हो जाए, और फिर उसके बाद में हम एक बार जब खड़े होकर के और फॉर्मल साइनिंग का, एक्सचेंज ऑफ बुक्स का जो है कार्यक्रम करें, और उसके बाद में शायद हम सब लोग अशोक जी ने अगर चाय पिलाने की व्यवस्था की है तो वो भी कर लें, लंच भी करा लें। देखिए, किसी भी कॉन्फ्रेंस में, किसी भी संगोष्ठी में जो अंतिम वक्ता होता है उसकी चुनौती बहुत बड़ी होती है। नजरिया दो तरह से देखने का हो सकता है। पहला ये कि विषय पर बात करने वाले विशेषज्ञों ने, जिस क्षेत्र में काम कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने विस्तार से बात कर दी हो, तो अंत में बोलने वाले के लिए सुविधा है कि उसे बहुत ज्यादा नहीं बोलना है, जो कुछ पहले बोला गया उसमें से थोड़ा बहुत कॉपी पेस्ट करके आगे बढ़ाना है। अगर वो जेन्युइनली कुछ बात करना चाहता है, उसके लिए चुनौती बहुत बड़ी होती है, क्योंकि उस क्षेत्र में जो कुछ भी है वो पहले बोला जा चुका होता है। और मेरी चुनौती आज और भी गंभीर है। एक तो मुझे अंतिम वक्ता के रूप में बोलना है। मुझे नहीं पता कि मेरे आने से पहले कितने लोगों ने बात की थी, लेकिन मेरे आने के बाद में भी चेयरमैन AICTE ने, DG NMCG ने और आदरणीय अर्चना जी ने, जो जल शक्ति अभियान को नेशनल वाटर मिशन में लीड करती हैं, उन्होंने अपने अनुभव से और जो कुछ काम ये कर रहे हैं उसके विषय में विस्तार से आप सब लोगों के सामने बात की है। इसलिए मेरे लिए स्कोप बहुत कम रह जाता है, और मेरी चुनौती आज और भी गंभीर है। वो गंभीर इसलिए है कि मुझे उन लोगों को ज्ञान देने के लिए खड़ा किया गया है जिनका ज्ञान देने का लाइसेंस जिनके पास में सरकार ने दे रखा है। ज्ञान बांटना जिनका ब्रेड एंड बटर है, उन लोगों को ज्ञान देने के लिए मैं की धृष्टता करने के लिए मुझे कहा गया है। और जैसा अभी सामान्य बातचीत में हम सबके सामने ये विषय आया कि इसके बाद में भोजन होगा, 11 बजे, 11:30 बजे के आसपास हमने शुरू किया था, लगभग 2 घंटे होने को। मैं बहुत सारे लोगों को देख रहा था कि अब अगर मैंने बहुत लंबा भाषण दिया तो उनको जगाए रखना मेरे लिए बड़ी चुनौती होगी, और भोजन का इंतजार बहुत लंबे समय तक न करना पड़े और आप लोगों को भी न करना पड़े, इसलिए मैं बहुत सीमित शब्दों में अपनी बात रखना चाहता हूं, क्योंकि सारे विषय जिन पर सामान्यतः इस अवसर पर चर्चा होनी चाहिए, विस्तार से उन सब विषयों पर चर्चा हुई। मिशन नमामि गंगे का ये जो यूनिवर्सिटीज कनेक्ट का कार्यक्रम है, विद द टैगलाइन इग्नाइटिंग यंग माइंड्स एंड रिजुविनेटिंग रिवर्स, क्योंकि गंगा शुद्धिकरण, गंगा की निर्मलता और गंगा की अविरलता प्राथमिक दायित्व के साथ में नमामि गंगे मिशन काम कर रहा है। इसलिए उन्होंने रिजुविनेटिंग रिवर्स तक ही इग्नाइट माइंड्स को इग्नाइट करने को सीमित कर दिया है। मैं ये मानता हूं कि जिस तरह के समुदाय के सामने बैठ करके हम चर्चा कर रहे हैं, और उन लोगों को जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बांटने की, देना मैं नहीं कहूंगा क्योंकि रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी मेरी या मेरे सरकार की या सरकार की या मेरे मंत्रालय की ही नहीं है, समाज के हर एक व्यक्ति की जिम्मेदारी है। उस जिम्मेदारी का एहसास कराने का कार्यक्रम, और उस जिम्मेदारी का एहसास हम नीचे लोगों को किस तरह से करा सकें, इसके कार्यक्रम में यदि इसको हमने रिजुविनेटिंग रिवर्स तक सीमित करने के बजाय वाटर वॉइस सोसाइटी हम किस तरह से बना सकते हैं, उसके लिए माइंड्स को इग्नाइट करने के लिए अगर चर्चा की होगी तो ये चर्चा और सार्थक भी होती, विस्तृत भी होती। जब चेयरमैन AICTE बात कर रहे थे तो उन्होंने कहा कि वाटर इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट फैक्टर एंड इम्पॉर्टेंट commodity for the life. But what I feel, it's not an important factor, it's critical factor, and no life can be imagined without water. इसलिए केवल महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है, essential है। और महत्वपूर्ण और इसेंशियल इन दोनों के बीच में बहुत बड़ा फर्क होता है। हमको यही फर्क जो है वो जमाने को सिखाने के लिए काम करना है। देखिए, जब से हमने इसको महत्वपूर्ण मानना शुरू किया, तब से हमने इसका दायित्व जो है वो सरकार के ऊपर छोड़ दिया। परंपरागत रूप से यदि भारत के समाज को देखा जाए, अभी जब उद्घोषक कह रहे थे, वो ये कह रहे थे कि गंगा नाम पर फिल्म हिंदुस्तान में बनी और शायद दुनिया में एकमात्र देश ऐसा है, भारत है, जहां पे किसी नदी के नाम पर फिल्म्स बनी हो। एक बार जितनी फिल्में भारत में गंगा के नाम को लेकर के बनी है, उन सब फिल्मों के अनुक्रम में देखिएगा, वो माँ गंगा से शुरू होकर के राम तेरी गंगा मैली तक आ गई, क्योंकि फिल्म समाज का दर्पण है। निश्चित रूप से भारत में नदियों के नाम पर जो है फिल्में बनी होंगी। नदियों के नाम पर भारत में लोगों ने अपने बच्चों के, अपने बेटियों के सम्मान के साथ में नाम भी रखे होंगे। वो इसलिए कि भारत जो कुछ देता है उसको देवता मानने की परंपरा थी, उसका विधान था। जल को जगदीश मानने का विधान था। और जो कुछ भी हम अपने चारों तरफ जीवन में, परिवेश में उठा करके देख लें, जो कुछ भी हमें देता है, हमारे पूर्वजों ने उसे देवता मानने का विधान किया था। चाहे जल है, चाहे जमीन है, पहाड़ वनस्पति देते हैं, उनको भी हमने देवता माना। जमीन हमें भरण पोषण करती है, जन्म से लेकर के मृत्यु तक आश्रय प्रदान करती है, उसको हमने देवी के रूप में मानना स्वीकार किया। गाय हमें दूध देती है, उसे हमने देवी के रूप में मानना स्वीकार किया, पूजना स्वीकार किया। माता पिता को जो जन्म देते हैं, संस्कार देते हैं, बड़ा करते हैं, भरण पोषण करते हैं, जीवन देते हैं, उनको हमने देवता के रूप में मानना स्वीकार किया। गुरु को देवों से भी बढ़ करके मानने की परंपरा हमारे देश में ऋषियों मनीषियों ने स्थापित की। जो कुछ भी देता है उसको देव के रूप में पूजने का विधान किया गया। लेकिन दुर्भाग्य कि जिस समाज में इस तरह की समृद्ध परंपराएं थी, उस समाज में ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण और ऐसे इसेंशियल कंपोनेंट्स जो हैं लाइफ के, उनको देखने के प्रति उदासीनता पिछले 50 साल में बढ़ी। और जब से ये एजुकेशन का फॉर्मेट चेंज हुआ और जो भारत की परंपरागत ज्ञान पद्धति और विधा थी, उस विधा से दूर हम हटे। पिछले एक पीढ़ी में ही मैं मानता हूं, क्योंकि मैंने अपने बचपन में देखा है, उससे लेकर के आज परिस्थितियां पिछले 40 साल में एकदम से परिवर्तित हो गई। उस परिवर्तन की आंधी को हम किस तरह से रोक करके वापस सही दिशा में लेकर के जाएं, इसकी जिम्मेदारी आज हम सब लोग इस एमओयू के माध्यम से ले रहे हैं। ये केवल एमओयू साइनिंग नहीं है, क्योंकि समाज में इस तरह के क्षमताओं का विकास, इस तरह की सोच का विकास, इस तरह की बुद्धि कौशल का विकास करने की जिम्मेदारी समाज में किन लोगों के पास में होती है? सामान्यतः समाज की नई पीढ़ी किन लोगों को से इन्फ्लुएंस होती है? अगर सबसे पहला इम्पैक्ट किसी बच्चे पर या किसी बालक पर पड़ता है, वो माता पिता का पड़ता है। सामान्यतः पुराने जमाने में गांव में परिवारों में बैठ करके, घर में परिवार में बैठ करके प्रकृति के प्रति, पर्यावरण के प्रति, समाज के प्रति, सामाजिक मूल्यों के प्रति, राष्ट्र के प्रति, धर्म के प्रति, संस्कृति के प्रति हमारे कर्तव्य हैं, इनकी चर्चा माँ अपने बचपन में, माँ बाप दादा दादी अपनी छोटी छोटी कथाओं के माध्यम से, इतिहास की कथाओं के माध्यम से, सूक्तियों के माध्यम से, सोशल टैबूज के माध्यम से, फैमिली टैबूज के माध्यम से, कल्चरल टैबूज के माध्यम से नेचुरली इनहेरिट कर देते थे। वो व्यवस्थाएं आपके मेरे सबके परिवार में क्षीण हो गई, समाप्त हो गई। हमने वो दायित्व छोड़ दिया। दूसरा, समाज को प्रेरित करने का कर्तव्य, समाज को मोटिवेट करने का कर्तव्य, सही रास्ते पर लाने का कर्तव्य जो है वो शिक्षकों का था, गुरुकुल का था। आई एम सॉरी टू से, बट हम उठा करके देख लें कि हम में से कितने स्कूल के एजुकेशन से लेकर के कॉलेज एजुकेशन तक, यूनिवर्सिटीज तक, कहाँ इन विषयों पर हम बात कर रहे हैं, जिन विषयों का प्राथमिक आवश्यकता समाज में एक नागरिक बनाने के लिए हम उससे कहीं कहीं दूर उठ करके, हट करके ऐसे विषय जिनकी आवश्यकता जीवन में दूसरे या तीसरे पायदान पर जाके पड़ेगी, उन विषयों को हम प्राथमिकता के साथ में चर्चा करने लगे। मैं जब स्कूल में पढ़ता था, बहुत छोटा था, तब हमारी किताबों में जो विषय होते थे, उनमें से कुछ विषय ऐसे प्रकृति पर्यावरण के विषय से, सब्जेक्ट से रिलेटेड होते थे। और जो कुछ मैं क्लास 10th में या क्लास 11th में स्कूल में साइंस का स्टूडेंट होने के नाते जो पढ़ता था, अब मैं उठा करके अपने बच्चों की किताबें देखता हूँ या अपने परिवार में बच्चों की किताबें कभी अवसर मिलता है देखता हूँ, तो मैं लगता है कि जो कुछ मैं 10वीं में पढ़ता था या जो तो कुछ हमने 11वीं में पढ़ा था, वो आज बच्चे 5वीं 6वीं क्लास में पढ़ने लगे। लेकिन जो 5वीं 6वीं क्लास में पढ़ते थे, जो उनके जीवन का निर्माण करते थे, उसकी जगह उस ज्ञान ने ले लिया जिसकी मुझे लगता है कहीं कोई आवश्यकता नहीं थी। लेकिन ये निश्चित रूप से हम सबको संवेद सर से स्वीकार करना पड़ेगा कि उस जगह को रिप्लेस करने का नुकसान समाज को हुआ है। उसकी जिम्मेदारी है कि हम किस तरह से उन संस्कारों का बीजारोपण वापस करें। एजुकेशन फ्रेमवर्क के अलावा बाकी तीसरी जिम्मेदारी जहां से सोसाइटी मोटिवेट होती है, प्रेरणा लेती है, नई पीढ़ी प्रेरणा लेती है, वो है हमारे सेलिब्रिटीज। चाहे वो स्पोर्ट्स की सेलिब्रिटीज होंगी, चाहे वो सिल्वर स्क्रीन की सेलिब्रिटीज होंगी, चाहे वो सोप ओपेरा के आर्टिस्ट होंगे, समाज उनसे प्रेरणा लेता है। लेकिन वहां भी इन सब विषयों को लेकर के चर्चा जो है, अभी कैसे विषयों पर चर्चा होती है मैं उसके बारे में बात करके आप सब लोगों का समय जाया नहीं करना चाहता, लेकिन इन सब विषयों की जिनकी आवश्यकता है वो कर्तव्य और वो सेंस ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उन्होंने भी छोड़ दिया। उसके बाद में मीडिया है। मीडिया के लिए भी शायद मुझे लगता है कि ये विषय अब अप्रासंगिक हो गए, और अप्रासंगिक होने का कारण भी है कि समाज का इनसे रुचि समाप्त हो गई। जुडिशरी हो सकती है, समाज के जो है सोशल सोसाइटल लीडर्स हो सकते हैं, रिलीजियस लीडर्स हो सकते हैं, कि कोई भी व्यक्ति आज इन विषयों पर चर्चा नहीं कर रहा है। वाटर वॉइस सोसाइटी खड़ी करने के लिए हम सबको समग्र रूप से इन सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस को इस विषय में चर्चा करना प्रारंभ करना पड़ेगा। और मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं टीम एनएमसीजी को कि उन्होंने उसके जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट सेगमेंट है जो इन सबको मोबिलाइज कर सकता है, उस सेगमेंट को आज एक साथ में एक पायदान पर, एक मंच पर, एक प्लेटफॉर्म पर लाने का काम किया। और मैं ये मानता हूं कि आज का दिन निश्चित रूप से अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण होगा। और मैं होगा इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में करके इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि यदि एक सामान्य एमओयू लिखने तक की कवायद अगर रही और जो कुछ आज हम यहाँ कर रहे हैं इसको हमने सफलता का पायदान मान लिया कि हमने 50 विश्वविद्यालयों को एक साथ लाने के में सफलता प्राप्त की और अपनी पीठ थपथपा करके यदि हम खुश हो गए, शायद एक बहुत बड़ी सुनहरी आशा को हम धूमिल कर दें। आज शुरुआत है, प्रारंभ है, यहाँ से हम आगे इसको किस तरह से लेकर के जाएं। जब सभी लोग बात कर रहे थे, एक आध लोगों को छोड़ करके बाकी सब लोगों ने विषय की विशेषता पर, विषय की महत्ता पर बात की। मैं मानता हूं कि हम सबको चर्चा इस बात पर करनी चाहिए, और एनएमसीजी टीम को भी मैं कहूंगा कि हम एक बार इस तरह की कॉन्फ्रेंस को 2 दिन के लिए इस तरह की कॉन्फ्रेंस को आयोजित करें। क्योंकि अगर पानी की विशेषता पर अगर चर्चा करनी हो, पानी की महत्ता पर चर्चा करनी हो, पूरी दुनिया में किस तरह की चुनौती है, दुनिया के सापेक्ष भारत के सामने किस तरह की चुनौती है, अगर इस विषय पर बात करनी हो, आपके विश्वविद्यालय में से किसी भी छात्रों के बीच में कंपटीशन करा दीजिए, हम सबसे बेहतर आंकड़ों के सहित जो है ऐसे आर्टिकल्स डिबेट में लिखने के, डिबेट में बोलने के लिए भाषण, वो वहां से आ सकते हैं। लेकिन ये जीवन का हिस्सा कैसे बने, इसके ऊपर हम सब लोग विचार करें, हम सब लोग चर्चा करें, हम सब लोग बातचीत करें, अपनी अपनी यूनिवर्सिटीज में करें। अपनी हर एक यूनिवर्सिटी में इस तरह का एक कंपटीशन, अलग अलग तरह से इस तरह के कंपटीशन आयोजित किए जाएं कि जो प्रेजेंट सर्कमस्टांसेस में जहां दुनिया के सामने पानी चुनौती, और भारत की चुनौती दुनिया में सबसे बड़ी है, बिकॉज ऑफ अर्बनाइजेशन, बिकॉज ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग पॉपुलेशन, बिकॉज ऑफ इम्पैक्ट ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज, पोल्यूटेड वाटर रिसोर्सेज, हमारी ग्राउंड वाटर डिपेंडेबिलिटी, हमारे एजिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, इन सब के चलते हुए जो चुनौती हमारी है और वो सबसे बड़ी है, उस चुनौती पर हम किस तरह से उस समाज के जागरण के लिए काम करेंगे, उसको लेकर के उनके विषयों पर जो है हम किस तरह से वाटर वाइज सोसाइटी खड़ी करेंगे, इन विषयों को लेकर के, और साथ साथ में आने वाले समय में हम किस तरह से पानी के डिमांड को कम कर सकते हैं, इन विषयों को लेकर के अपने अपने विश्वविद्यालय में अगर हम इस विषय पर चर्चा प्रारंभ करें, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिबेट, इट कैन हैपन, रिसर्च पेपर की तरह हो सकता है, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिस्कशंस हो सकता है, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एसेज हो सकता है, हम किस तरह से करें और उसके बाद में उसको आगे एक नेशनल लेवल पर किस तरह से लेकर के जाएं। और इस सब से आगे बढ़कर के अगर मैं बात करूं, देखिए समाज जो है वो सबसे ज्यादा करने से प्रेरित होता है। एक कथा जो बचपन में आप सब ने भी कहीं सुनी होगी, एक छोटा सा बालक बहुत गुड़ खाता था, उसकी माँ उसको एक गांव में एक बड़े साधु आए थे, तो दादी माँ ने कहा, सोचा कि ये बच्चा बहुत गुड़ खाता है, इसको मैं लेकर के उस साधु के पास में जाती। साधु के पास लेकर के गई, उन्होंने आग्रह से कहा कि साधु बाबा, मेरा पोता है, बहुत सारा गुड़ खाता है दिन भर। तो साधु बाबा ने कहा कि अम्मा, इसको अगले सप्ताह को, अगले सोमवार को लेकर के आना। वो अगले सोमवार को फिर लेकर के गई। बाबा ने फिर उसके सिर पे हाथ रखा और कहा कि अगले सोमवार को लेके आना दादी माँ। 3-4 सोमवार के बाद में जब चौथे सोमवार को गई, तो बाबा ने सिर पे हाथ रखकर कहा कि बेटा, गुड़ ज्यादा नहीं खाना चाहिए, नुकसान करता है। तो वो दादी माँ बड़ी गुस्सा हुई। उन्होंने कहा कि इस एक लाइन को बोलने के लिए 4 बार क्यों बुलाना था। तो उन्होंने बाबा से पूछा, तो बाबा ने कहा कि मैं गुड़ बहुत खाता था, इसलिए जब तक मैं न छोड़ दूं, इसको कहने का अधिकार मेरे पास में है। हम अपने कैंपस में किस तरह से इसको खड़ा करें कि हम अपने कैंपस को जो है ग्रीन कैंपस किस तरह से बनाएंगे, 100% वाटर को रिस्टोर करें, 100% वाटर को रिसाइकल करें, वाटर यूज को किस तरह से मिनिमम वाटर यूज पर या मैक्सिमम एफिकेसी पर हम अपने इंस्टीट्यूट्स को और जो है ऑप्टिमाइज कर सकते हैं, इसके ऊपर हम काम करेंगे। तब हम लोगों के पास में बात करने के लिए, चाहे हमारे विद्यार्थी होंगे या समाज के लोग, जिस क्षेत्र को हम केटर करते हैं, उस लोगों को हम कह सकने के अधिकारी बनेंगे। और इस सब से आगे बढ़ करके, क्योंकि हमारी इतनी बड़ी चुनौती है और देश भर के सभी लगभग क्षेत्रों के प्रतिनिधि के रूप में आप सब लोग यहां मौजूद हैं। आज बड़ी चुनौती जो है, अर्चना जी जब बात कर रही थी तो ये कह रही थी कि इनकी बेटी जब ये ब्रश करती है तब टोकती है। बहुत अच्छा है, टोकना भी चाहिए, हर एक बूंद पानी बचाना हमारा कर्तव्य है। लेकिन कुल मिलाकर के पानी जो हम उपयोग कर रहे हैं उसका केवल 5% डोमेस्टिक पर्पसेस के लिए जाता है, 5% इंडस्ट्री के लिए जाता है। सबसे ज्यादा गाज अगर किसी पे गिरती है, इंडस्ट्री पे गिरती है, उसके बाद में डोमेस्टिक पे गिरती है। लेकिन सबसे बड़ी चुनौती जो है, जो सेक्टर है जहां सबसे ज्यादा यूज होता है पानी का, वो एग्रीकल्चर। हम पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स की कंपल्शन से, शायद उसके कारण से, बहुत सारे कंपल्शन के कारण, जिस तरह से बात करना चाहिए, जिस स्तर पर बात करना चाहिए, जिस वेग के साथ में बात करना चाहिए, शायद देश के राजनीतिक क्षेत्र में काम करने वाले लोग नहीं कर पाएंगे। लेकिन डिमांड साइड मैनेजमेंट इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर, हमको करना ही पड़ेगा। बिकॉज वाटर इज इट्स a limited resource। अभी जब मैं यूनाइटेड नेशंस की कॉन्फ्रेंस में पिछले दिनों, मैं और जी अशोक कुमार जी दोनों हम लोग थे। यूनाइटेड नेशंस ने 46 साल बाद में कॉन्फ्रेंस आयोजित की, जहां ग्लोबल वाटर समिट में दुनिया भर के सब देशों के प्रतिनिधि थे। मुझे बहुत प्रसन्नता होती है जब उस समिट के उद्घाटन के अवसर से लेकर के समिट के अंत तक भारत और माननीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हुए गए प्रयासों की विश्व के पटल पर जब चर्चा होती है, निश्चित रूप से प्रसन्नता होती है। लेकिन हमारी जो चुनौती है, उसके सापेक्ष जो कुछ हम कर रहे हैं, इंडिया जो इन्वेस्टमेंट व्हाट वी आर मेकिंग इन द वाटर सेक्टर, दैट इज द हाईएस्ट इन द वर्ल्ड। $240 बिलियन वी आर इन्वेस्टिंग। लेकिन फिर भी जितनी बड़ी चुनौती है, उसके सापेक्ष ये सब, इस सब से कुछ नहीं होने वाले। हमें डिमांड साइड मैनेजमेंट पे काम करने के लिए एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में वाटर यूज को किस तरह से हम रिड्यूस कर सकते हैं। जब उस कॉन्फ्रेंस के प्रेसिडेंट किंग ऑफ नीदरलैंड्स ने जब अपनी बात करना शुरू किया था, तब उन्होंने कहा था कि मैं 1976 में जब 10वीं क्लास में पढ़ता था, तब पहला पर्सनल कंप्यूटर आया था। तब से लेकर के इस 50 साल में, क्योंकि 1976 में, इससे पहले 1976 में ग्लोबल वाटर समिट यूनाइटेड नेशंस ने किया था, इसलिए उन्होंने कहा कि उस समय मैं 10वीं जमात में पढ़ता था और उसके बाद में दुनिया में पर्सनल कंप्यूटर आया, दुनिया में बहुत सारी चीजों का उन्होंने उल्लेख किया कि ये सब दुनिया में हो गया। उसके बाद में सब कुछ बदल गया, केवल एक चीज नहीं बदली कि जितनी पानी की मात्रा पहले दुनिया में थी उतनी ही अभी, उल्टा उससे कम हुई और आबादी दुनिया की इतना गुना बढ़ी। उस परिप्रेक्ष्य में देखें, हमारी चुनौती भी उतनी बड़ी है। 50 साल पहले हमारे पास जितना पानी था, 4000 बिलियन क्यूबिक मीटर्स पानी हमारे पास में बरसात से, स्नोफॉल से, इंटरनेशनल बेसिन्स में जो बरसात होती है उससे आता था। आज भी लगभग उतना ही आता है, लेकिन हमारी आबादी 3.5 गुना बढ़ गई और उसके चलते पर कैपिटा अवेलेबिलिटी हैज रिड्यूस्ड फ्रॉम 5,000 क्यूबिक मीटर्स से घट करके नाउ इट हैज रिड्यूस्ड टू 1500 क्यूबिक मीटर्स एंड मे बी उससे भी नीचे चला गया। और 1200 क्यूबिक मीटर्स जिस देश में पर कैपिटा अवेलेबिलिटी या जिस क्षेत्र में हो जाए, उस क्षेत्र में उसे वाटर स्ट्रेस घोषित कर दिया जाएगा। और हमारे देश में अगर मैं देश के परिप्रेक्ष्य में बात करता हूं तो मुझे लगता है कि 1500 क्यूबिक मीटर्स है। बट जिस तरह का जियो स्पेशियल वेरिएशन देश में है, क्योंकि ये जब एवरेज निकालते हैं तो चेरापूंजी और राजस्थान दोनों को साथ लेकर के निकाला जाता है, मैं जिस क्षेत्र में आज से आता हूँ वहाँ तो 100-150 मिलीमीटर बरसात भी मुश्किल से होती है। तो मेरे यहाँ तो ऑलरेडी जो अवेलेबिलिटी है दैट इज लेस देन 700 क्यूबिक मीटर्स पर कैपिटा पर पर्सन। सो ऐसे समय में हम सब की आवश्यकता है कि हम इस दिशा में न केवल जन जागरण करें अपितु किस तरह से हम एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में वाटर यूज एफिकेसी को बढ़ा सकते हैं, इस दिशा में हम सब लोग काम करना शुरू करें। एज एन इंडिविजुअल हमारे यहाँ संस्कार था कि हम एक एक बूंद पानी का बचाना, उसका सम्मान करने के लिए काम करते थे। मैं इंडिविजुअली में पर्सनली अपने लिए अपने उपयोग के पानी में कमी लाऊंगा, ये एक इट इज ए नोबल वर्क। बट मैं जिस सेक्टर में मैक्सिमम यूटिलाइजेशन हो रहा है उस सेक्टर में हम इंस्टीट्यूशनली एक एज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन किस तरह से उस एफिकेसी को लाने के लिए काम कर बढ़ाने के लिए काम कर सकते हैं, इट्स ए डिवाइन वर्क एंड आई एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू टू बी डिवाइन। मैं आप सबसे उसकी अपेक्षा करता हूं कि आज इस मुकाम पर खड़े होकर के हम सब देवत्व की ओर बढ़ें। जैसा मैंने चर्चा कर प्रारंभ करते हुए कहा था कि अंत में बोलने वाले व्यक्ति की चुनौती बड़ी होती है, और मैं आज आप सबसे इसीलिए आग्रह करता हूं, उस चुनौती के समझते हुए, उस चुनौती के दायित्व को समझते हुए, उसके गुरुत्व को समझते हुए आप सबसे आग्रह करना चाहता हूं। देखिए, जो कुछ भी प्रकृति के घटक है, मैं केवल पानी तक ही नहीं अन्य चीजों के लिए भी बात करूं, जिस तरह के संस्कार हमारे यहाँ पहले थे और उसमें अब परिवर्तन होने के कारण से जो नित्य प्रतिदिन क्षरण हो रहा है, हम इसके मालिक नहीं है। समाज को इसका एहसास हमें कराना पड़ेगा। वी आर नॉट द ओनर्स, वी आर जस्ट द कस्टोडियंस, ट्रस्टी हैं। और हमको ट्रस्टी की तरह हमें जिस परिस्थिति में जल, जमीन, जंगल, जलवायु, ये जिस परिस्थिति में हमें मिले थे, उस परिस्थिति में यदि हम आने वाली पीढ़ी को हस्तांतरित करेंगे तो यह मनुष्यत्व है। जिस परिस्थिति में हमने प्राप्त किया उससे क्षरण करके हमने आने वाली पीढ़ी को यदि हस्तांतरित किया तो हमने कहीं ना कहीं अमानत में खयानत की। और हम अगर उसे बेहतर करके जो कोई भी जहां कहीं भी जिस किसी से भी गलती हुई होगी, जो कोई भी कारण रहे होंगे, उसके कारण से जो क्षरण हुआ है उस क्षरण में कुछ सुधार करके यदि हम आने वाली पीढ़ी को हस्तांतरित करेंगे तो ये देवत्व होगा। हम सब देवत्व की ओर बढ़ें, हम सब मिलकर के बढ़ें, सामूहिकता के साथ में प्रयास करें, क्योंकि सामूहिकता की शक्ति जो है वो अपराजय बनाती है। 5P प्रिंसिपल्स की चर्चा जो है वो अर्चना जी ने अभी की, जो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी हमेशा कहते हैं। इन्होंने पार्टिसिपेशन की बात की। प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं कि कितनी भी बड़ी चुनौती हो, अगर 5P के प्रिंसिपल्स पर काम होना शुरू हो जाए उस चुनौती को हराया जा सकता है। पब्लिक पॉलिटिकल विल जो सबसे पहली आवश्यकता है। दूसरी, पब्लिक स्पेंडिंग कि सरकार उस पर खर्च करना जो है वो प्रारंभ करे। द थर्ड इज पार्टनरशिप, बट द मोस्ट क्रिटिकल फैक्टर इज दैट इज पीपल्स पार्टिसिपेशन, कि हम जन आंदोलन किस तरह से बनाएं। और जल के आंदोलन को जन जन का आंदोलन बनाने के लिए आज हम सब ने हाथ साथ में जोड़ करके एक साथ ये 50 हाथ NMCG के साथ में जुड़े हैं, जल शक्ति मंत्रालय के साथ में जुड़े हैं। और मैं ये जानता हूं कि ये 50 हाथ केवल 50 इकलौते हाथ नहीं है, ये हजारों हजारों लोगों को साथ लिए हुए एक एक हाथ है। एक विद्यार्थी, एक परिवार और एक पूरे गांव का प्रतिनिधि होता है। अगर हमने उसके जीवन में बदलाव लाने के और इस बदलाव के एहसास के साथ उसको जीने में सफलता प्राप्त की तो निश्चित ही आज का दिन जो है वो इतिहास के अक्षरों में, इतिहास के पन्नों में स्वर्णाक्षरों से लिखा जाएगा। आप सबको बहुत सारी शुभकामनाएं।
Thank you so much, Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji, Honorable Minister of Jal Shakti, Government of India. Important points raised by Honorable Minister, who is the chief guest of this event, I must say. And thank you so much for enlightening all of us with your pragmatic vision, what can be done, what is being done, and what we can do together, all of us. And as you have rightly said, that this is just a beginning. We have a long way to go to achieve our target. Thank you so much. With this, we'll start the MOU signing ceremony. I again request Mr. Mathuria, Mr. Najib, Mr. Vinod, and Mr. Divya and Mohit ji from Namami Ganga team to come on stage, please. And I'll call all the leaders from various universities to come on stage as well, one by one, but let's do it quickly. Yeah, one by one. Yeah. So we can start with Dr. Ashok Chitkara and Dr. Madhu Chitkara from Chitkara University. A huge round of applause. I request, let's just exchange the files. We'll send you the copy then later on. Now let me request Mr. Kumar Shekhar Vijendra, co-founder and Chancellor, Shobit University, to come on stage, please. Kumar Shekhar Vijendra is here. I request Dr. Rupa Vasudevan. Is she here? Best Innovation University. As Dr. Rupa Vasudevan ji is joining online. I've been told that. Yeah. Dr. Rupa Vasudevan, is she here? She's not here. Okay. Let me invite Shri B.S. Yadav, Chancellor, IES University, Bhopal. B.S. Yadav, Chancellor, IES University, Bhopal. Let me invite Ankush Bansal, co-founder, Gita University. Ankush Bansal is here. Ankush Bansal ji, co-founder of Gita University. Let me invite Dhanwant Singh Mathuru, Chairman, Apex Professional University. Mr. Dhanwant Singh, Chairman, Apex Professional University. Dr. P.B. Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Amit University, Gurgaon. Dr. P.B. Sharma, Vice Chancellor, Amit University, Gurgaon. Let me invite the next guest, Dr. Manisha Vinodini Ramesh, Provost, Amrita Vishwa Vidya. Dr. Manisha Vinodini Ramesh, Provost, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Let me invite Mr. Sudhakar Rao from ICFI Group. Sudhakar Rao is here. Sudhakar Rao from ICFI Group. Let me invite Dr. Ram Karan Singh, Vice Chancellor, the ICFI University, Dehradun. Is Dr. Ram Karan Singh is here? Dr. Ram Karan Singh, is he here? I think Dr. Ram Karan is not here. Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, Registrar, ICFI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad. Dr. Vijay Lakshmi, Registrar, ICFI Foundation for Higher Education, Hyderabad. Yes, she is here. Let me invite Dr. Sanjay Srivastav, Vice Chancellor and Managing Director, Manav Rachna International University. Dr. Sanjay Srivastav. Let me invite Dr. Balvinder Shukla, Vice Chancellor, Amit University, Uttar Pradesh. Dr. Balvinder Shukla. Professor R.K. Kapoor on behalf of Dr. Balvinder Shukla from Amit University. Let me invite Dr. G.R.C. Reddy, Vice Chancellor, SR University, Warangal. Dr. G.R.C. Reddy, Vice Chancellor, SR University, Warangal. Can we do it quickly, please? I request all of our esteemed guests to do it quickly. Dr. G.R.C. Reddy, Vice Chancellor, SR University, Warangal. Let me invite Dr. Balakrishna Shetty, Vice Chancellor, Sri Siddharth Academy of Higher Education. Dr. Balakrishna Shetty, Vice Chancellor, Sri Siddharth Academy of Higher Education. Here is Dr. Balakrishna. I request Dr. N.N. Sharma, Pro Vice Chancellor, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, to come on stage, please. Dr. N.N. Sharma. Is he here? Yes, Dr. N. Sharma is here, Pro Vice Chancellor, Manipal Academy of Higher Education. Let me invite Professor S. Ramachandran, Vice Chancellor, Anurag University, Hyderabad. Professor S. Ramachandran, yes, Vice Chancellor of Anurag University from Hyderabad. Yes. Dr. Ramachandran, please. Professor Ramachandran, please. Please. Professor Ramachandran from Anurag University, Hyderabad. Now I request Siddharth Jabare, Vice Chancellor, Vishwakarma University. Siddharth Jabare, Vice Chancellor, Vishwakarma University. Let me invite Dr. Mallikarjuna Babu, Vice Chancellor, Galgotias University. Dr. Mallikarjuna Babu, Vice Chancellor, Galgotias University. Let me invite Sahil Agarwal, co-founder and CEO, Rejuvenating University, Sonipat. Sahil Agarwal, is he here? Yes. Sahil Agarwal from Rejuvenating University, Sonipat. Let me invite Professor Chandrasekhar Dubey, Vice Chancellor, K.R. Mangala University, Gurugram. Professor Chandrasekhar Dubey, Vice Chancellor, K.R. Mangala University, Gurugram. That's Professor Chandrasekhar Dubey, VC of K.R. Mangala University, Gurugram. Let me invite Dr. O.P. Gupta, Pro Vice Chancellor, Sridhar University. Dr. O.P. Gupta is here? Yes, yes. Yeah. Dr. Gupta, please come on stage, please. Yes, yes, please come. That's Dr. O.P. Gupta from Sridhar University. Let me invite Dr. S.P. Agarwal, Vice Chancellor, Sainath University, Ranchi. Dr. S.P. Agarwal, Vice Chancellor, Sainath University, Ranchi. That's Dr. S.P. Agarwal from Sainath University, Ranchi. Let me invite Silki Jain Marwa, Executive Director, Tulers Institute. Silki Jain Marwa, is she here? Silki Jain Marwa, Executive Director, Tulers Institute. Dr. Sujata Sahi, Vice Chancellor, IILM University, Gurugram. Dr. Sujata Sahi, Vice Chancellor, IILM University, Gurugram. Let me invite Dr. Neena Singh Zutshi, Dean Academics, World University of Design, Sonipat. Dr. Neena Singh Zutshi from World University of Design, Sonipat. Let me invite Major Nupur, Dean Academics, IMS Noida. Major Nupur, Dean Academics from IMS Noida. Let me invite Dr. H. N. Nagaraja, Director General, Graphic Era Hill University. Dr. Nagaraja, Director General, Graphic Era Hill University. Let me invite Dr. Parvinder Singh, Vice Chancellor, Rayat Barha University. Dr. Parvinder Singh, Vice Chancellor from Rayat University. May I request Priya S. Rao, Dean External Relations, Avantika University Ujjain to come on stage, please. Priya S. Rao from Avantika University Ujjain. Professor Dr. Nand Kishore Sinha, Vice Chancellor, Maharaja Agrasen Himalayan Garhwal University from Puri Garhwal. Professor Dr. Nand Kishore Sinha, VC from Maharaja Agrasen Himalayan Garhwal University. That's Dr. Nand Kishore Sinha. Let me invite Professor B.S. Satyanarayana, Vice Chancellor, GD Goenka University, Gurugram. Professor B.S. Satyanarayana, Vice Chancellor, GD Goenka University, Gurugram. Let me invite Sandeep Sancheti, Provost, Marwari University. Sandeep Sancheti from Marwari University. Let me invite Atul Khosla, Vice Chancellor, Shulini University. And Ritu Bahel, she is also from Shulini University. You both can come together. That's Ms. Ritu from Shulini University. Let me call Dr. Manjula Jain, Dean Academics, Tirthankar Mahavir University, Moradabad. Dr. Manjula Jain, Dean Academics. I request Dr. Anupam Agarwal, HOD, Sharda University, to come on stage, please. Dr. Anupam Agarwal, HOD from Sharda University. Is he here? Okay, he's here. From Sharda University, let me invite Manju Gupta, Director of Strategic Management, Mangalmay Group of Institutions. Manju Gupta, Director of Strategic Management, Mangalmay Group of Institutions. Professor R. Janardhan, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dayanand Sagar University, Bengaluru. Professor R. Janardhan, Pro Vice Chancellor, Dayanand Sagar University from Bengaluru. Dr. Anil Maheshwari, Dean, Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University, Pune. Dr. Anil Maheshwari, Dean. Yeah, this one. Dr. Anil Maheshwari from Ajinkya D.Y. Patil University is here. Let me invite Dr. Ganesh K, Director Placement, B.S. Abdul Rahman Crescent Institute of Science and Technology. Dr. Ganesh K from B.S. Abdul Rahman Crescent Institute of Science and Technology. Dr. Shauli Mukherjee, Director School of Education and Dean Students Affairs, Adamas University, West Bengal. Dr. Shauli Mukherjee from Adamas University. Dr. Rashmi Bohra, Director, Vardhaman Mahavir Open University from Kota. Dr. Rashmi Bohra, Director, Vardhaman Mahavir Open University from Kota. Let me invite Professor Sunil Tuli, Dean of Research and Partnerships from Shiv Nadar University, Greater Noida. Professor Sunil Tuli from Shiv Nadar University, Greater Noida. Let me invite Anuj Sharma from IS College of Technology. Anuj Sharma from IS College of Technology. And let me also invite Sanskriti University. Whoever is present from Sanskriti University, please come on stage, please. Now it's Sanskriti University. No. Sanskrit University. That brings us to the end of this event. University Connects, presented by Namami Ganga, organized by APEC News Network. So that's how the MOUs have been exchanged, and we'll be sending the copy to all our universities. And we thank Honorable Minister for joining us today. I request Dr. D.P. Mathuria, Sri D.P. Mathuria, Executive Director, NMCG, to give vote of thanks. Over to you, Sri Mathuria.
Thank you. Respected Honorable Minister for Jal Shakti, Shri Gajan Singh Shekhawat, Chairman of All India Council for Technical Education, AICT, Dr. T.G. Sitaram, Shri G. Ashok Kumar, Director General, NMCG, and Mission Director, National Water Mission, Ms. Archana Verma. It's my profound privilege to propose a formal vote of thanks for today's event, today's function, culminating into exchange of Memorandum of Understanding, which has been signed with more than 50 universities and National Mission for Clean Ganga. The great words that have emanated during today's event, during the address of Honorable Minister for Jal Shakti, will become guiding soul for us to implement these Memorandum of Understandings, not only in its content, but also in true sense and its spirit. Certainly, decentralizing the management of water, which has been stressed upon that sufficient amount of water for which management paradigms have to be applied, will become core and essence of our actions. That is our understanding, sir. And we'll try to implement the core message that you have conveyed in making at least the campuses of our academic institutions as water neutral kind of the campuses by invigorating the actions together with NMCG. They shall be our essence of actions in future. I sincerely, on behalf of National Mission for Clean Ganga, would like to thank Honorable Minister for sparing his valuable time and providing his guidance. His guidance has always been, and his words has always been, guiding us all along our journey in this mission for keeping this river, this vast basin, as clean and rejuvenated. I'd also like to thank Director General NMCG, who has been guiding force in conceptualizing this University Connect program, igniting young minds and taking these programs towards rejuvenating rivers. Thank you, sir. Dr. Sitaram, he has provided us a lot of insight about what should be the water management ethics and paradigms for this nation. He through his thought providing address has provided greater insights into this issue. Thank you, sir, for sparing the time and guiding us in this program. I'll also like to thank Mission Director, National Water Mission, for providing some sensible and sensitive visions about the mission and five verticals of the mission on which a lot of activities under Ministry of Jal Shakti are taking place. Thank you, ma'am. Chancellors of the 5 universities who had been with us, they wholeheartedly supported this program, and I'm very sure that this Memorandum of Understanding will be implemented under their guidance together with us. Thank you for providing the insights during your address, sir. I'll also like to thank the vice chancellors, registrars, and various representatives from the universities who are present today with us for being with us, for joining us in this movement, for taking this movement to the greater height of building a very applicable and very sustainable partnership, which I'm sure will reap the seeds of benefits out of this endeavor. Thanks for being with us. APEC has been the forefront of disseminating this information, organizing the event, coordinating behind the scene with a lot of efforts their team has put in for this event. Thanks a lot for the team of APEC for successfully organizing and carrying forward this event. Print and digital media colleagues who are present with us from ANI and PTI, I'm sure, and Doordarshan will be the messengers of the key takeaways from this program. Many thanks for being with us. And in the end, team of NMCG, which has been working the background with this conceptual plan over last few days. Thanks everyone for bringing this program to the present state. With these words, I close this formal vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Sri Mathuria. Just to inform all of you that the copies of MU will be sent to all of you by Team APAC and NMCG shortly after this event. So rest assured about that. And I request all of you to join us for a group photo, then we'll proceed for lunch. If all of you can come on stage, have a group photo with the Honorable Minister. And the lunch has been arranged in the first floor for all our esteemed guests. So do join us for lunch in the first floor. Thank you so much. So don't worry about the copies of the MOU. We'll be sending to all of you signed copies of the MOU to all of you. That will be done by APAC News Network and Team Namami Ganga. Thank you so much. Do join us for lunch in the first floor.